everybody, Crystal Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen, where we help make clean eating a lifestyle. So I have a great treat idea for you today. Over the next couple of episodes, I'm going to be making a ton of different fat bombs that are keto and paleo approved, which if you don't know what that means that they are completely dairy-free, which a lot of times when you get a fat bomb recipe, it just is basically a ton of dairy. So that is why I love these episodes. You guys are going to love it too. In today's episode though, I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate covered peppermint fat bomb. It tastes delicious. You can easily make a double or a triple batch. Keep them in the freezer for whenever you need a little something. Now, if you don't know what a fat bomb is for, a lot of times when we go about our day and we get a ton of hunger cravings or cravings for anything in general, if you have a little bit of some fat, it will calm all those cravings down, and it's really, really healthy for your brain. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Before we get into it though, would you do me a huge favor and hit that like button? Here is everything that you need for your chocolate peppermint fat bomb. So we're gonna be starting with a half a cup of some raw coconut butter. I got that at Whole Foods, but I'll try to link some down below for you as well. Then we're gonna need a half a cup of some regular coconut oil, 1 teaspoon of some peppermint extract, and then for the sweetener, you can kind of choose whichever low-carb sweetener you prefer. So if you're going to do stevia, you want to do about, 12 drops probably. I would always do a taste test just to make sure that it's as sweet as you prefer. If you wanted to do the monk fruit erythritol blend, I would suggest putting it in the blender so that it's powdered, because otherwise it's going to be a little too have too many granules in it. My go-to for things that are not baked is the allulose. I love this. It is already powdered. I got that from Amazon. I will link that for you down below as well. So either one of those is fine. Now, if you did the allulose, I would probably do 2 to 3 tablespoons. Monk fruit, same. But again, do a taste test. Make sure that it's as sweet as you prefer. Then for our chocolate cover, I'm going to be doing a half a cup of some chocolate chips. Now, these chocolate chips I got from Costco. They are the brand Bake Believe. They don't have any added sugar, but they are sweetened with erythritol. So they taste amazing though. Actually, those are my go-to chocolate chips. And I love that they come in that really big bag. I have also heard that you can get them from Walmart as well. Then we're gonna be mixing that half a cup of chocolate chips with another tablespoon of some coconut oil. All right, let's get started. Now I am actually gonna be mixing everything into a giant cup. So I have my half a cup of coconut oil. The reason why I am doing it in that is because it's gonna make it pouring it into my molds a little bit easier. Now, when you are working with coconut butter, it is super hard. So you are going to have to put it in some hot water to make it into its liquid form. I had a little bit left in this container, so I thought I'd use this stuff up first. Mix that together. Now, of course, you could do a double or a triple batch of this if you want a lot on hand. This is probably one of my favorite flavors, but I will be doing a lot of different types, so you can have something to choose from. I'm going to gently stir this together. I'm going to do my 1 teaspoon of some peppermint extract. Ooh. And then I normally don't work with stevia, but I thought, well, I'm going to try it today. Pour some of that in there. Stir it all together. Now, this would be the time that you did your taste test. After it's all stirred and combined, make sure that you don't need to add in more sweetener, which is why we always do the taste test. I'm going to be taking some molds that I have. Now, I have so many molds that are just everywhere. I have some Easter ones. I have just plain hearts and flowers. I have a ton of molds. So just find whatever molds you can. I will link you some down below if you want. And then I'll just be pouring these into the mold. And then we're going to be putting it in the freezer, or if you live in Minnesota like I do, outside. And this is the perfect thing. I always tell people, do a double batch, do a triple batch. This is the perfect thing that you can do. Just make a bunch of these, have them on hand. Then if you ever get a sweet tooth and you're like, man, I just want something, and I'm about to make a bad choice, then you'll have something in the freezer that you can just grab right away. All right, then you're just gonna freeze these until they are completely solid. Put about a tablespoon of some coconut oil on the bottom here. And you need about a cup of some chocolate chips. We're gonna be heating this in the microwave in 30-second increments. And then in between each of those times, I'm gonna stir it, make sure that the chocolate gets nice and melted. So I pulled these in from outside. They pop out really nicely. I popped out a couple of them. I heated up my chocolate, and then I let it cool down a little bit so it's not super, super hot. I'm just gonna take each one of these, dip it in the chocolate, pull them out, let all the chocolate kind of drip off a little bit, and then put it on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Now, if the chocolate is too hot, it's gonna look funny and it's gonna start to look a lot thinner than it should. Oops, don't get them too close. So you might need to wait until your chocolate cools down a little bit more. After I'm done with this, I'm going to be putting it back outside, letting it cool down again, or back in the freezer if you want. And then once they are set, we will be putting them in a freezer safe bag. I just pulled these in from outside. They are looking beautiful. Okay, here it is. Let's give this a taste test. Super good. Wow. It really melts in your mouth. I love that peppermint taste. It's perfect with the chocolate over it. Yum. Make a double, make a triple batch of it. Keep it in the freezer for whenever you need it. You can store these in an airtight container or in a Ziploc freezer bag. That will be perfect for your freezer. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also with the little notification bell, because then you'll be alerted whenever I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned for some more great recipes. We'll see you next time.